Happy day, friends. Today James and I are hopefully going to go on a little bit of a snowy drone mission, but before we go, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why I use adjustment layers in Premiere Pro. I primarily use them for color grading and basically everything around color. I do use them for things like time code and just a couple different things that I don't want to really talk about today, but today I want to focus around color. We're getting some pre-adventure fuel at the land of diabetes.
Diabetes world. Awesome, thank you so much.
We're pulling up to our destination and you can't really see it now, but it's snowing again because we're so high up in altitude. We'll see what the compass says. We are at 6,030 feet. Well, James has the drone because we were supposed to fly the drone, and we flew the drone for 25 seconds or so, and he said, quote, "There's no SD card." I'm a firm believer, I preach on it, and I think this is why I'm so frustrated about it, bring everything you have all the time. Well, recently I needed to use the drone card book that we always keep in his book bag. We always keep in his book bag. I needed it for something and I took it out of his book bag and I forgot to replace it. So the person who preaches always have stuff is the reason that we don't have stuff.
Do you need a hug? The upside is, this is an incredibly beautiful view. The sun is out, there's light coming across. This is another part of the Salt Lake Valley. Utah Lake is right over there. This is a place where you get snow in your socks. Hey Christina! Yeah? You'll get really cold? Yeah. Okay. I'm really sorry I did that to you.
I said I didn't want to get cold.
No big deal, this is my normal daily routine.
Alright, we're heading back now. I had fun making a mess in the snow. Although, I wanted to get drone bangers. I didn't because I forgot the freaking card, but it's cool. It's cool.
Go, G.
Oh, jeez. James died.
I don't take the cutout path. I make my own path. It can't be stopped.
Let's go get him. Holy crap, there's a lot of snow.
Christina's gonna do a triple nollie McUncle flip. Oh look, you found a straw.
Hi friends, upon editing this video I realized that I made a horrible mistake in some of the information that I was sharing with you. So I'm going to recap the first two things of why I like to use adjustment layers, and then the third thing I will address the mistake that I made and then tell you the solution. So the first of the 2 or 3 reasons why I like to use adjustment layers to do color grading is because I like to be able to turn the adjustment layer on and off. When I turn it on, I'm able to see what the image looks like with the color grading, and when I turn it off, I'm able to see it without. I sometimes can get a little bit heavy-handed with color grading, so being able to see what I have actually done compared to what the image looks like with nothing on helps me kind of reel that in and go, okay, this might be a little bit too saturated or a little bit too punchy. And on the note of heavy-handedness comes the second reason of the 3, I guess, reasons that I like to use adjustment layers. And it's because I like to be able to compare 2 looks side by side. Now to address the fake news or the false information that I decided to share in my previous shooting of this video. The last way that I like to use adjustment layers for color grading is to do what I call the fade effect. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but basically what it does is it takes the adjustment layer that has all of the pretty color work that you did, and it takes it and it makes it kind of slide across the screen. That way you can showcase what the image looks like with both before and after while you're watching the video. I've done it a couple times in videos, and the way that I used to do it before this false information was I used to take the adjustment layer, put a crop effect, and then basically keyframe from point A to point B, and then the adjustment layer would start from off the screen and then make its way onto the screen, and it used to be very pretty and great. But yesterday, while I was editing this video, I realized when I do that, for some odd reason, it makes the image darker. Please do not ask why. I have no idea, but I figured out a quick fix, and this is how I will be doing the fade effect from now on. Okay. That was me dropping the camera because I'm using a Hint water bottle as a tripod. Story behind that, we think we lost the tripod head. Anyway, so I go into Premiere. This right here is the adjustment layer that we're working with. This is with the colors, this is without the colors. If you turn it off, the entire image has no colors. If you turn it on, half the image has the colors. And the way that I do that is I go over here to the position module, toggle, I don't know what it's called. I keyframe it. So I have the keyframe all the way off the screen, and then this keyframe over here is black. That's not what we want. This keyframe right here has it basically all the way on the screen. So if you drag the playhead, you could see the fade effect is making its way onto the screen to where it's covering the entire image. This right here was my previous tripod, but I am not going to use it anymore because it failed me. So with all of that said, that's it for this video. Hopefully it helped you out. If you use adjustment layers for your color grading, how do you like to use it? Do you like to use it to begin with? Or do you like to apply the image straight onto the video layer? That's actually what James does over there.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No. No, I don't. I use an adjustment layer.
You do not use an adjustment layer.
I do use an adjustment.
Bull crap. Hold on. Drama alert.
What is up?
I remember teaching you about adjustment layers when I was so stoked on learning about adjustment layers, and you're like, no, I don't like to use it. I'd rather just apply. You do not use adjustment layers.
I don't remember saying that. I remember saying that I sometimes like to apply them directly onto the thing, but that doesn't mean that I don't use adjustment layers.
Everything I know is a lie.
I think I maybe used them less then, but I use them more now.
You're trying to be like
But
me. The student has taught
Okay.
the teacher.
So
Give
what
me
you-
a high five.
What you can do with adjustment layers, I don't know if you mentioned this, which is helpful, is if you're using a light, you can pull the opacity back to like 50% or
Ooh,
80%.
I didn't speak about
So
that.
that's one of the main reasons I use an adjustment layer. Is you can use a LUT that you make or find one online, which we do. We use Peter McKinnon's a lot of times, and then we tweak them to our own personal liking, and then we pull back the strength by pulling back the opacity of the adjustment layer.
I'm so glad I included you on this part of the video. You just taught us something that I already knew, but I forgot to mention to these people. If you haven't yet, I definitely recommend subscribing for this wealth of knowledge that is Christina and James Red on the Reds channel on YouTube. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, hopefully it helped. I hope you guys have a fantastic, lovely, whatever time of day, night, evening, afternoon it is. Thank you again, because I just keep saying thank you. Have a great day again, because I keep saying that. Goodbye.